death, disease. Even a somewhat friend of mine has a D first name, first letter to his name, and he has like 3 brothers. They're all letter D. They had to have the letter D, you know what I mean? And technically D's, 16s, and there's a bunch of other things in the pattern, but it's enough to be like, okay, I never want to live like at an 1122. That corresponds with JFK's assassination, 11/22/63, and also the Idaho 4, 1122 King Street. Done. Never live on a king anything. Never do 1122. Never do 16. These are, so that's my learning, you know. It's not that long of a list of things, but I would avoid those things as much as possible as being, you know, heavy in my life per se. So it's interesting because of my experience that began in 2011, like immediately, you know, the phone numbers of all my clients, of anyone I knew, were all written down, and I started to see a pattern, and someone might have wanted me to see a pattern. Most of my clients had double digits in their phone numbers. I happen to also, I have an 11 in my phone number, but some people had 22, some people had 11, they have 77, 88, you know, 66, 99, so forth and so on. 007, and so forth and so on. So I think someone wanted me to see stuff like that. It's either a distraction, or you start to realize certain people are already categorized in life, and you don't even know. Like, you call getting a cell phone number and they're like, do you want this number or that number? And you think you're making your own choice, but you happen to pick the number that somebody else wanted you to pick. Anyway. It's also annoying, you know, groups of guys, there have been guys out here who always want to scare single women on the street. It's annoying because you're like, you know, it is the city's a big show. In New York, people have cameras all over creation. I'm sorry Philadelphia is a little bit behind the times. They're still Neanderthal archaic in their mindset, and also gangsters still run Philadelphia, so that's why, you know, a gangster mentality is still prominent in the city. So there are people who are like, please don't bring out a camera. But I walk around regular downtown where it's more, you know, I don't walk around Druglandia. Some people do for educational purposes. I'm okay with the educational purpose, but at some point it becomes like usury because they're doing it for all the views and they're exploiting people, and then people feel like they have to perform. I've seen people and it's like they're already like in severe extreme mode, drug mode, and they feel like they have to perform for some guy walking around with a camera who was using them. Wow, look at that Cyber truck. It's like neon pea yellow with a green LED light on the ground there. How about that? So anyway, those guys back there wanted me to, they even stomped their feet to make it seem like they were running, like, hey, give me that camera, you know. I innately knew that they were not really threatening. Like, I just already know most people in general aren't, you know, knock on wood. But I'm tired of high school minded people needing to act like it in an attempt to do like a scare thing, like an Eddie Haskell scare tactic. So it gets old. So hi, you sweet thing. Oh,
she's very friendly.
Yes, hi. Oh, a doodle or a poodle?
Labradoodle.
Oh, Labradoodle. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. All right. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, sorry. So I heard tip tapping. So also, sometimes, you know, if someone's walking behind me with a white dog, I get a little bent out of shape because I've been called a dog. That's part of the gang stalking that started in 2011. That's just one thing that was planted in. So I don't ever want to be walking in front of someone with a dog, who's, especially one that's white. I know it sounds extreme. In the city you have a million dogs and people walking dogs, but you know, it's annoying. So I don't know if he was innocently there or not, that guy with the white dog, but I reported everything to the CIA that I experienced, so it's helped a little. It's hard to tell because the pandemic helped, and also the population in the city of Philadelphia is totally different and a lot less. There are so fewer people than there used to be. So they took something out of the universe and or the population. You know, thank God. But anyway.